I have spent the past month trying to figure out how I'm going to make this video and how I'm going to detail it without getting my own self in trouble. What I realized is that there's no real clear answer. I just need to put it all out there and let the cards fall where they may. With that being said, a few of you all know that when I was a small child, I was ran over by a crackhead that was dealing crack cocaine in our local area. I will be making a future video later today detailing all that stuff. I'm going to recap everything. With that being said, because I sought to actually gain proof from the school districts about that incident, mainly references, let me start off at the beginning. I got ran over and it cost me a lot of my childhood. Screwed me up real good because they put me in psychiatric units and other things until I gained the proof after I was 18, which I have medical and police reports of now. And with that being said, it isn't exactly enough because I've talked to a few lawyers and they say, yeah, you definitely have some sort of complaint, but it does not rise to the level of a case yet, which is why I needed the school's information. And that's the funny part about this. You see, I tried to get the school records recently, as of about a month ago, from everything that happened to me when I was a child and, reference it to the actual events that occurred. Well, whenever I called, I got the runaround for about 20, 30 minutes, back and forth, jumping me between peoples. And right at the end of it, this was secretary or something. She said, well, I'm going to transfer you over to human resources or something like that. And I said, you know what, just forget it. Because I was getting fed up at the point. But I just said, forget it. This is going to be all over the news anyways. And when a 6-year-old little boy gets ran over and gets his entire life destroyed by that, that probably should be all over the news. But anyways, with that being said, guess what happened next? 3 separate schools got put on lockdown because I requested my school records, attempted to request my school records. That means, that was 2 separate boards of education, by the way. That means somewhere between 30 to 50 people within the Board of Education got my name, got most of my information, and now thinks that I'm a wannabe school shooter. The irony in all of this. If it wasn't so pathetic, I would honestly find it amusing at this point. But anyways, after I went through a week of having cops follow me around and do all this crazy crap, not to mention 3 separate agencies coming to my house and questioning me, and I had to repeat over and over again the same exact story. I even showed them the court documents. And every one of them just kind of like, well, kind of makes sense, actually. That's the weird thing about this. What I'm doing makes sense. Or, what I'm trying to do makes sense because there's proof of it. Trying to prove what happened to me as a child. So that way I can prevent these other people that don't have a voice or don't have the ability to talk the way I do. I can help them and prevent them from doing all these mass shootings. Because I was the first generation of what created this fucked up mentality that's inside of all these young American boys' heads. I'm sorry, girls, but you don't see too many mass shooters being girls. Well, unless they're non-binary. But we're going to leave that aside for the moment. Notice the shirt, Make America Straight Again. Represent, bro. But regardless, them making up that information and trying to use it as a ploy to make me look bad, in reality has only made them look bad. And most likely it's just because they're scared. They don't want people to know about the CIA distribution of crack cocaine in the 90s or the CIA distribution of fentanyl today. It's the same motherfuckers. Excuse my language, but ooh, I hate drug dealers. I hate them with a passion. The only people I hate more than drug dealers are pedophiles. But that's another video for another day. The point of this video is to announce to everybody that I'm going to recap my entire history. I'm going to go through every single incident, every single memory, and every single fact that I can recall. And I'm just going to put it out on the net for everybody to see. Because what these people did to me, Lord knows how many other people they're doing it to. And most of these people never rise to or gain the mental fortitude, to actually put up with this stuff. Which is why most of my videos are mostly about conspiracies. Because that's actually an easier topic to talk about than my own childhood. But after them calling the police on me just because I requested school records, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm going to release everything now. I'm going to put it all out there. And I would appreciate your all's support in gaining viewership, but also to spread the word of not only what I've been through, but maybe even if you support it, Nexus, because it is the next generation for us. And I swear to you, I will do everything within my life. I will dedicate my entire being to taking on the CIA drug lords and the CIA distribution rings that have complicated and destroyed our entire family, our entire nation, and all of our families. I'm sure any one of you in watching this video right now can tell me a story about a family member or somebody you loved that got destroyed because of fentanyl, heroin. I would say methamphetamines, but coincidentally, the CIA doesn't actually distribute or deal in methamphetamines. It's more of a local problem. But regardless, I'm sure most of you have had a similar story. And that's why the truth must be told. Because if we don't stand up against this maniacal, evil dictatorship that is hell-bent on forcing us to submit to them, through intoxication, lies, and social media propaganda, i.e., Trump, Russian collusion, delusion. Not to mention pedogate, but we're not even going to go there. This is why they had to sell us out to the Chinese. Because nobody else would buy their bullshit anymore. May God bless you, and may God bless America. Thank you.